Circle, Norton Shores. On the issue of the former Sabi site. Former Sabi site, yes please. This has to do with Muskegon Lake in general as well. In the entire Great Lakes region, running from the southwestern tip of Lake Superior all the way to the mid-St. Lawrence Valley, there are 37 areas of concern having to do with toxic pollution. We have the distinction here in Muskegon County of having two of them. One is White Lake, and the others are in Muskegon Lake. In general, the chemicals of concern, greatest concern are, with regards to fish, are PCBs and mercury. One of the metals that's typically found in a scrapyard is mercury. Now, statewide, this is all the waters of this state. Women under the age of 45 and children are advised to minimize their intake of fish caught in Michigan waters because of the mercury. In Muskegon Lake, the two biggest problems are the PCBs and the mercury. So basically, a woman under 45 or a child should not have more than about one serving of Michigan caught fish in a month. Now, there are specific recommendations by the Michigan Community Health Department with regards to Muskegon Lake. Basically, they recommend against any consumption of carp that is more than 30 inches long. And I'm not going to go into all the details, it's too complicated, but basically it's more stringent than the recommendations about mercury. When it comes to carp, largemouth bass, northern pike, smallmouth bass, or walleye, again, women and children are either advised not to have them at all or to have them once a month or less. The question is then, do we want to have a scrap metal recycling facility that could add more mercury to this lake? Not just mercury, but other chemicals that are typically found in scrap yards are gasoline, motor oil, radiator fluid, and metalworking fluids. Also metals that are toxic include arsenic, asbestos, lead, beryllium, mercury, cadmium, and possibly radioactive substances. Some of these are known carcinogens. And so I'm hoping that in the coming weeks we will see some sort of city policy on scrap metal recycling in the city along the lakeshore. And if you don't come out with a policy, we'll have to assume that perhaps you don't really want to have a policy. Thank you.
Any other public comment before we adjourn? If not, I will
Move to adjourn.